National Electrical Code Article 386 addresses electrical equipment for use in hazardous, classified locations. Section 386.10 provides general guidelines stating that electrical equipment shall not be installed in basements that are below grade by more than 5 feet. In addition to the NEC, the International Residential Code, specifically Section R314.6, dictates electrical panel location requiring service panels to be installed in accessible locations above grade. Therefore, the recommendation is to install the new electrical service panel in an accessible location above grade. Locations such as the main floor or an attic are potential options. This ensures compliance with both the National Electrical Code and the International Residential Code. It also significantly reduces the risk of water damage or other hazards that are commonly found in basement environments. When determining the optimal location for an electrical panel, several factors must be considered to ensure safety, accessibility, and compliance with electrical codes. These factors include, firstly, accessibility. The electrical panel must be readily accessible for inspection, maintenance, and repairs. The NEC mandates specific clearances around electrical equipment to provide sufficient working space for electricians and other qualified personnel. Secondly, environmental conditions are a crucial consideration. Avoid locations that are prone to moisture, dampness, or flooding. Basements, particularly those below grade, are often susceptible to water intrusion, which can damage electrical components and create hazardous conditions. Thirdly, physical protection is vital. The electrical panel should be installed in a location where it is protected from physical damage. Avoid areas where it could be easily struck by vehicles, equipment, or falling objects. Fourthly, ambient temperature must be taken into account. Electrical equipment generates heat, and excessive ambient temperatures can lead to overheating and premature failure. Avoid installing the panel in areas with poor ventilation or exposure to direct sunlight. Fifthly, future expansion needs to be considered. Choose a location that provides sufficient space for future expansion or upgrades. As electrical demands increase, it may be necessary to add circuits or replace the panel with a larger one. Sixthly, aesthetics should be considered. While functionality and safety are paramount, the appearance of the electrical panel should also be taken into account. Select a location where the panel will blend in with the surrounding environment and not be an eyesore. Seventhly, compliance with local codes and regulations is non-negotiable. Consult with local building officials and electrical inspectors to ensure that the chosen location meets all applicable codes and regulations. Ignoring these guidelines can result in costly rework and potential safety hazards. When dealing with older homes, there may be pre-existing electrical systems and wiring configurations that need to be considered. It is essential to have a qualified electrician assess the existing electrical infrastructure and determine the best way to integrate the new service panel. In some cases, it may be necessary to upgrade or replace existing wiring to ensure compatibility and safety. When selecting a new electrical panel, several factors should be considered. These factors include 1. Amperage rating. The amperage rating of the panel should be sufficient to handle the electrical demands of the entire home, including existing loads and potential future additions. 2. Number of circuits. The panel should have an adequate number of circuits to accommodate all of the electrical devices and appliances in the home. It is always better to have a few extra circuits than to be short on space. 3. Surge protection. Consider installing a surge protection device at the electrical panel to protect sensitive electronic equipment from voltage spikes. 4. Grounding. Ensure that the electrical panel is properly grounded to provide a safe path for fault currents. 5. Labeling. Label all of the circuits in the panel clearly and accurately to make it easy to identify and troubleshoot electrical problems. 6. Professional installation. Always hire a qualified electrician to install the new electrical panel. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to ensure that the installation is done correctly and safely. When installing an electrical panel, several safety precautions must be followed to prevent electrical shock and other hazards. These precautions include, firstly, to energize the circuit. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical components. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is energized. Secondly, use insulated tools. Use insulated tools to prevent accidental contact with live electrical conductors. Thirdly, wear personal protective equipment. Wear safety glasses and gloves to protect your eyes and hands from electrical hazards. Fourthly, follow the NEC. Adhere to all applicable requirements of the National Electrical Code. Fifthly, inspect the work. After completing the installation, inspect the work carefully to ensure that all connections are tight and secure. Sixthly, test the circuit. After restoring power to the circuit, test it to ensure that it is working properly. Electrical panels are typically constructed of metal enclosures with a hinged door that provides access to the circuit breakers or fuses. The enclosure is designed to protect the electrical components from physical damage and to prevent unauthorized access. Inside the enclosure, there is a busbar assembly that distributes electrical power to the individual circuits. The circuit breakers or fuses are connected to the busbars and are designed to protect the circuits from overloads and short circuits. The electrical panel also includes a grounding system that provides a safe path for fault currents. The grounding system is typically connected to a ground rod or a metal water pipe. The purpose of the grounding system is to prevent electrical shock and to protect electrical equipment from damage. Electrical panels are available in a variety of sizes and configurations to meet the needs of different applications. The size of the panel is determined by the amperage rating and the number of circuits. Smaller panels are typically used in residential applications, while larger panels are used in commercial and industrial applications. The configuration of the panel is determined by the type of circuit breakers or fuses used. Some panels use standard circuit breakers, while others use miniature circuit breakers or fuses. The type of circuit breaker or fuse used will depend on the specific application and the electrical codes in effect. Electrical panels are an essential component of any electrical system. They provide a safe and convenient way to distribute electrical power to different circuits. By following the recommendations outlined and adhering to electrical codes, one can ensure the safe and reliable operation of the electrical system. Remember that basements are often susceptible to moisture, and installing an electrical panel in such an environment can lead to corrosion and electrical hazards. Water can seep into the panel, causing short circuits, ground faults, and even electrical fires. Therefore, it is crucial to keep the panel above grade to minimize the risk of water damage. Moreover, accessibility is a key consideration when installing an electrical panel. The National Electrical Code requires that electrical panels be readily accessible for inspection, maintenance, and repairs. Installing the panel in an inaccessible location, such as a confined basement space, can make it difficult for electricians to perform necessary work and can increase the risk of accident. Furthermore, installing the electrical panel above grade can improve the overall safety of the electrical system. In the event of a flood or other water-related emergency, the panel will be less likely to be submerged, reducing the risk of electrical shock and damage to electrical equipment. By keeping the panel above grade, you can also protect it from pests and rodents that may be attracted to damp basement environments. These pests can damage wiring and other electrical components, leading to electrical hazards and costly repairs. In addition to safety and accessibility, installing the electrical panel above grade can also improve the aesthetics of your home. An electrical panel in a basement can be an eyesore, especially if the basement is used as a living space. By moving the panel to a more discreet location above grade, you can enhance the overall appearance of your home.